Asteroid Data and you go to the GitHub for the Swiss Ephemeris, you'll see the file or the link that takes you to the Dropbox location to download all those files. The problem is that even the smallest set of that is 11 gigabytes, which is too large for Dropbox to allow you to download to your desktop directly. And so in order to overcome that, you have to download each directory individually. I'm going to show you how to do that programmatically, and in the description of this video is a link to a file that is a Python script that I wrote that will help you to download the files. And so you'll be able to access that, and I'm going to walk you through everything you need to do now. So let me go ahead and get started by sharing my screen. So here is the GitHub for the Swiss Ephemeris. And if you scroll down, you'll see where you can download these files. This is the compressed Swiss Ephemeris planet and main asteroid files. And here are the asteroid files for all available numbered asteroids and all available named asteroids. So if we go ahead and click into this, you'll see it's the same link. It's going to take you to the same destination, but here we're saying to go to the all asteroids, and here we're going to go to the long asteroid directory. The total volume here is 11 gigabytes. Let's go ahead and click through on this link. Yep. I'm not sure why Dropbox does this every once in a while, but whenever I hit that error, I just go back and click the link again, and there we go. Now you'll see this long asteroid this is the long asteroid directory. Now if I try to go ahead and download this, you'll see down here it says the folder is too large to download. And if you click into that folder, you'll see here is a listing of all the individual directories for the different asteroids. And there's a lot of them. Let's see, it's still not catching all of those. There's a lot even more than that. Let me just refresh that screen. Oop. And here we're getting this again. So let's go ahead and get back. Now, sometimes people receive this message here, and you don't need to post on the group trying to get access. What's happened there is the access key has been dropped out of the cache for some reason. Let's go ahead and click back again here. Let's go ahead and get back to the long asteroid list. All right. Now let's go ahead and scroll through here, and we can see it is a lot of folders. Now, these are usually small enough to download one by one, but that's a lot of folders to download one by one. And if you know how to, if you're looking to do this Swiss Ephemeris, you're probably looking to save time by not downloading all those files individually, those directories individually. So what I am going to show you here how to do is how to download them all programmatically. The first step is getting a list of all the directories in here. So what we want to do is copy this. I'm just going to, for the sake of the purposes of showing you what to do, I'm just going to copy a few of these, but you would just normally go down and get the whole list of these. I'm just going to copy those, and let's see, I believe I put that into this spreadsheet here. Now, if I take this spreadsheet and I sort that, then I'm going to be able to see these all the asteroid folders listed separately. So we're going to get rid of these, clean up these straggler things here. Now we've got these are the actual names. Okay, so we're going to hold off on that for a second. So that's one step right there. So we're going to get those. So your list should be long. It'll come down several hundred. So, you know, it'll be a lot more than this if you're getting your whole list. And so that's step one. The next step is to, in the link in the description, you'll see a link that should look like this. And this is the link that takes you to the Python file. So go ahead, and if you click on that, it's going to open that up here, and you're going to download that with the download button here. Here's the file, download Dropbox directories, version 2 Python. So there it is. So download that thing to your local desktop, and you're going to move that to the place where you're going to be executing that in a little bit. And then you're going to have this list of here of all your Asteroid folders. Then on one of these, hopefully you'll still have this the link. So let's go ahead and copy that link, and we can open up a new document and paste the Dropbox link in here. Now this is essentially the same link that you would get straight from the GitHub, and I'll just go back and show you that so you can see it. So we have Dropbox SCL FO, big number here, /H, the RL key. So this is basically the same link, and if you come over here, you'll see, if you were to compare it, you'd see it. But the difference is that we've added this long ast section here, as well as this ast 0. So this is important for what we want. Is we want to leave off this section here, starting with ast 0 or whatever ast number your folder is. So let's go ahead and get rid of those. Just kind of make a carriage return. And we're going to need this part of the link, and we're also going to need this RL key, which is this part of the link right here. Okay. Oops, you don't want to do that because it just made that E capitalized. So you don't want to, make sure you're not doing anything like I just did where it capitalizes that E. So this is what you want for the script that we're going to be using. We're going to use this part and this part. Okay. So now we got some of our raw materials there. Let me go ahead and change my screen share here. Change this to my terminal. All right. So now you should see my terminal on the screen. And I have downloaded this file, the Python file, to a directory called my Dropbox download demo. And you can see that I've got the file here. It's in gzip format, so we're going to unzip that, G-U-N-Z-I-P, G-unzip, and we're going to unzip that file. And now we should have the Python file. I'm in a virtual Python environment here, so this is in my Python environment. And if we try to execute that, it gives you our usage Python script py right here. So that's the name of this. That's the script we've got going on. Then the input file, which is going to be, I'm going to show you how to create here in a second. The download directory, which is where we're going to store all the Astro data. The Dropbox dir, which is where we're going to paste in part of that URL, and then the RL key. So the first part of this is getting the input file. So let's go ahead, and I a little old school, so I use Vim, and I'm just going to Vim input file. All right, so now I've got my Vim going on here for my input file, and I'm going to go back to that spreadsheet where I had the column list of all those Asteroid folders, and I'm just going to paste those in here. So your list should, again, it should be longer than this. You should have a lot of entries here. Go ahead and right click that. So now I've got a list of my input file. So now my input file is ready. And I just want to show that again. It's one entry per line is what you're looking for to get to that. So you don't want any spaces. So you're right here at the end of the line. No spaces, no extra lines, okay? That gives us our input file. Then we're going to go ahead and start this off. And to do that, Let me just get back to here. So we're going to start here, and we're going to, the first parameter, the first argument is the input file. The second parameter is the download directory. And to make it consistent with what's on the Swiss Ephemeris, I'm going to just give it the same name, long underbar ast. You can see that's here. If I go back here, let's see, let me just double check it. Yes, long ast is the name of the directory. So we'll just keep that consistent. Then I want the Dropbox directory, which I'm going to get from the URL. And I'm going to paste that here. And then that's the Dropbox directory. And then the next thing that we want is the RL key. Okay, so I'm going to take that and paste the RL key here. If you've got kind of weird characters in there, this is, you can use this technique for more than just the Asteroid files. You can use it for anything that you need to download that's too big to download from Dropbox. But you just want to make sure that if you need to put quotes around those, then go ahead and do that. Actually, since I'm thinking about it, I will go ahead and let's see. Let me just get out of this. I forgot to change my settings here. So I want to do Python download the input file. Long ast is going to be the folder name. And then I'm going to get that URL again. Sorry about this. So I'm putting that in quotes so that we don't have to worry about escaping those special characters. So those are in quotes. You can put everything in quotes, and then we're going to go ahead and download that. And it's working. It's just doing its thing, and it's going to start downloading those. If there was an error, you'd start seeing errors, but there's no error, so it's just downloading that in the background. And there we go. So now we've got all three of those files, and I'll just show you that. Let me do a long listing. So we have the script that we downloaded, then the input file with all the Asteroid directory names. Long ast was created. If you already have that directory, it will just use it what's already there. But if you don't, it will create it. Now let's go into the long ast directory. And we can see ast1, ast0, ast1, ast10. So we got 3 files that have been downloaded. And if you had downloaded all of them, they would all be listed there. And then you can move those into your Swiss Ephemeris location, which, let's see where I'm at. I think, yeah, Swiss Ephemeris, and I think it's in the EFP. So this is where you would put them right here to get access. So there you go. Anyway, so that is how you download those programmatically. You can access that Python script, and hopefully that works for you. All right, so that was the demo for today. Again, it was a little bit more on the geeky side, the techno geeky, but there's a lot of information for those asteroids. There's a lot of asteroids, and if you're looking to use the Swiss Ephemeris to work with any of that data, you need to download it, and that's how you can do it programmatically to save you some time. Looking forward to connecting with you all again next time. Until then, keep your eye on the sky and make a wish upon a star.